Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe my YouTube channel to get instant information regarding the new video uploads. Today I am going to show you how to create the production order type in SAP as a configuration. So first go to SPRO T code. So I'm in that T code. Create SAP reference IMG. There you have a lot of sections. So you have to go to production section. So in SAP, we have different production processes, right? The one is discrete manufacturing, the second one is process manufacturing, and the third one is repetitive manufacturing. So I'm going to create the production order type for discrete manufacturing. So it's under this one. You need a product process order type. You have to go to this link, this section. So I go to this section. Under that, so you go to SPRO control here. So there, under the master data order, we have the tab called define order types. So in here you can define new order type. So in SAP we have already configured production order types. So I'm not going to create a new order type here. What I do is I'm going to take this existing order type and then I'm going to map it to uh, plant, my plant. So if I double click this one here, we have set of parameters. uh, I'm not going to explain very detailed. So if you want to create a new one, you can create. So you can create it by using copy function. You can create this one. You can select this one and press copy as. Then you have to give a new name. So what I give is a something called is it like this. Then you can change any information if you need, and then press enter. So then press save. Don't worry about that message. Then here, so you should create a new tr. Give a meaningful name to the tr. Say production order type. Then save. This is my tr. Okay, now it's saved. Z01 is there, right? So anyway, to go forward, I'm not going to use that Z01. So I will use that PP01 all the time. The next tab, you need to define order type dependent parameters. You specify that order type to a specific plant. So what I do is, if you select the new entries, you have to enter each field one by one. So the easiest way is you copy the standard existing row and you will change going forward if needed. So what I do is I select this one and I'll say copy as. Then here I will give my plant name. My plant name is PT01 and my order type is PEP01. So if I press enter, so it says this entry does not exist. Remove it. This one as well. Right. So now it's copied from my initial selection. But I will go inside that. I need to explain some fields because this is very important here. First one, the production versions. The production version is what do you call? It's a master data in SAP for discrete manufacturing. If you are using ECC6, not the S4HANA, this production version is not mandatory. So I select this one, and under the routing, it's important that you use the correct selection ID. You can configure the selection IDs as well. Here, I will use this 0 1 here, right? So but my routing type should be n, right? We have different types here. Q is for inspection plan. We can use we can configure those types for inspection plans as well. Rate routing will be used in repetitive manufacturing, and we have the recipes. Recipes will use in process manufacturing. Okay, so the routing selection I'll give three automatic selects. It will select the routing or the reference operations. So if you don't know what's the reference operations set, just Google it. Right? Under the operations, you know this operational increment. So when you create a routing, the operation it will give the automatic numbers, operation number 10, 20, likewise. So if it's come from here, if you give the increment 20, that the increment will be like 20, 40, 60, likewise. So BOM application is PP01, right? These are the purchase requisitions, right? You can select at which point you need the purchase requisitions to be generated in production order. So one is for never, uh, second is for release. It means when you release the production order, it will consider the current stock, and if needed, it will create the purchase requisition. So immediately, in the sense, once the order is getting created, before releasing it, the PR will be created, right? So those are the important data in this section. Under the implementation, so you need to record the status changes of the document. Better you tick all these things. If you are not using production resource tool, you can ignore it, right? And documentation of good movements, this, so it will save the documentation, right? So better you take all these takes. Okay, and the cost accounting, you better not to change anything. If you need to change anything, get your CEO consultant help, because these are the things that come under CEO controlling module. Display profiles, no need to change anything. Okay, now that step is done. Okay, I save it, go back. Now the next step, we have to go to operations. Under that, first one, you need to set the availability check for the newly created order time, right? So go to this one and check define check-in control. Here also you have to insert two line for each order type and plant here. So what I do is I the same way I copy this one and copy as, then so I put my plant PT01. My order type is this one, and we can ask SAP to check material availability if needed. If you put this mark, so it will check the material availability when you save the order. Okay, chicken rule, and the collective conversion, it's okay. PRT availability is okay. The checking capacity. If you are doing the capacity planning, you can untick this no check, right? If you're not doing the capacity planning, this is CM01, CM25 planning, so keep it like this, right? Now that one is okay, press enter. Okay, now you have to copy this one, any line, right? And press copy. Only change is here, You have to give the plant and order type, availability check. Earlier I gave one, check in availability during order creation, and the second one is check in availability during order release. Now I configure the parameters which needed under this one. Okay. So here I will give no check. If you want, can give this one. Okay, I will give this one. And this is important. The release material. You have three options. If there is missing raw materials in the production order, if you put one, user can decide whether you are going to release that order or not. If you put second, it will be released and it will give a message. If you select three, if there is no if there is a material are not enough, you can't release the production order. So you can select any of these. I will select one. Check-in rule. Uh, I will use PP. Here the also it's the same capacity availability. Let's now check. Okay, and I press enter and press save. Okay, save to same TR. Now scheduling. This is also important. If you do the capacity planning, scheduling is a must. Anyway, you can schedule the basic date of the production order if you configure this step. So what I do is, so I select from this one. It's easy. Okay. Anyway, then I'll create a new entry. So my plant is PT01, order type is PP01, production supervisor not needed. So but if you are doing the detailed scheduling, you have to it will be ticked like this. And here the important thing, what kind of scheduling type that you prefer. So it can be backward, forward with time entry. So I will select backward. If I select automatic scheduling, when you create and release the production order, it will automatically schedule and your basic dates will be adjusted. Okay. Now press enter. Is not allowed to okay production supervisor. Okay, it's not allowed me to save it this without the production supervisor. Okay. Right. Okay, now I save it. Now that part done. Now the parameters and the confirmation. So you have to go to confirmation, define confirmation parameters, and here the easiest way is the copy in existing one. Copy it. My part is PT01. Order type is okay. Go to first screen. That's okay. Operation sequence settings, you can select it from here. Under delivery and over delivery tolerances, it means if your production order is 100, if you need to confirm 102, you can allow it, right? So here the tolerances are, I have selected that tolerance limits are not checked. Okay, and this one, proposed time unit, we'll say automatic optimization. That's okay. The confirmation type. So when you go to slash OCO11N, right here we have the confirmation type. That's it. So you can make a default for order type and for your plan. And I will select file confirmation, right? So error handling is important. Better you tick these two. Give the termination for incorrect actual cost or incorrect good movers. It means if there is any error regarding the actual cost and good movements, you can't save the production order confirmation. That should happen, right? You can give the quality notifications to generate in confirmation if needed. That's okay. Here, better you tick all these check boxes. So if you tick this one, the quantities will be proposed based on your production order value. Activities will also will be proposed based on your routing, and routing data will come to order, no? And date will also be proposed likewise. Okay, that's it. Now press enter and save. It's better time to time if you save the configuration that you are doing, right? It's you know, if something happens, the all the work that you have done will be gone, no? Okay, now that's it for the confirmation side. And I give the material number and my production part is BD01 or type is BP01, right? I give the order quantity as 100. You have to give a start date, and let's say scheduling type is 4. So before this one, uh, okay, it says scheduling parameters are not defined for production. Okay, do it like this now. Okay, now check CO01. Oh, now it's working, right? Here it's backward, it's coming. So what is the mistake that we have done earlier? Because we have to give these percentages for reduction in float, I think. Okay. Okay, now it's coming. See, so what's the mistake that I have done? So yeah, here I have put the production scheduling profile. So don't put it. So if I go to this one, so the only thing that I have done is I have give the plan, production order type, and production supervisor as staff. So this means this is valid for all the production supervisors. So the scheduling, this one is ticked, that one okay. My scheduling type is forward, and operations segment is set up. We'll say automatic scheduling, and I will save this one. Now I go to beginning 001, and I give the order quantity like this one, and the start date is this. Okay, right. Error during availability check for order means we have the missing part of production notes. Okay, see, the release has been rejected. That's because the component materials are not in the stocks, maybe. Okay, so we save this order. It's getting time. I will go to the configuration, and I will show that where we have configured to select that material availability checking when order release. Here the under the availability check, this one. So my plant is PT01, the type is PP01, A1 and 2. So check material availability when saving order, and it's okay. It's okay. Better you remove it. Create even though the material is available. That's okay. The for the creation one is okay. The order, this one. Check material availability uh, when saving order. Okay, now production order is created. Now we go to that production order 002 and put that one. Go there. Okay, I go to error log. Release 4 errors. Ah, so don't worry about these errors. These comes because there is a error in the material master for this product. Checking group you have to maintain. Go to MM02. I can't. It's under MRP. Sure. Okay. Let's see individual requirement. Okay, now go to 002. Now release. Again, I have errors. Go to lock, release lock. Now I have three errors. See, so you identify what's the mistake, right? So if I remove this one and this one, it will allow me to release that disorder. Release carried out. So before you do the production, you need to create the correct materials, right? Material master is the important one in SAP, the most important one. Others things are also important. I completed this video with few error handling as well. Those are the actual errors that came to me, but I uh, try to find the solutions in this session as well. So it's I think this is important to you as well. So anyway, this is the end of my video, and please subscribe my YouTube channel. If you have any question, you can email me, you can put a comment, I will reply as soon as possible. So subscribe my YouTube video channel to get instant update regarding the new videos. Thank you very much.